Islam Makhachev.
Dustin
DP,
Poirier.
baby.
Okay.
DP, baby.
Matt, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Hardcore and the Casual Podcast. And today we have a very special episode. We have Jake on, we have Matt on, and we have Elijah on. And this is our 100 subscriber special.
Yeah,
we
buddy.
did it. We made it 100 subscribers. We're ending the podcast now. No, I'm just kidding. We're just getting started with this thing. Hopefully you'll be here for our 100,000 subscribers and our million, but looking ahead of ourselves, what's right in front of us now is UFC 302. And for UFC 302, this is a pretty stacked card. 301 was kind of iffy. Now we've got 302, Prudential Center, New Jersey. Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier in the main event. How do we all feel about this? This is a pretty stacked card. I mean, lacking in the beginning fights, but top heavy, pretty good.
Well, I for one am ready to get my popcorn and watch Poirier bust that boy's ass.
Okay.
So,
okay. That's how you feel. That's how you feel.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm ready. I mean, in New Jersey,
Yeah.
awesome. Like you said, a little top heavy, but I'm excited. I'm excited for fights like Raposo's fighting. Mitch Raposo.
Yeah.
He's fighting. So like on the lower tier of the card like that, it's pretty cool. But like top heavy, yeah. But
Yeah.
I got my guys coming in, America. I got my boy Mickey Gal, Sean Strickland, and Dustin Poirier, and I want them all to get knockouts.
Okay. So for this card, I am putting my belt back on the line. Well, my chain back on the line.
Never won it.
I did win it, actually. If you watch the last podcast, that actually flopped hard.
Controversial win.
It flopped so hard. We got like 100 subscribers on our last WWE episode and 20 on the last UFC one. I gotta start posting more clips for the UFC stuff. But you want to not tap that mic, please?
Sorry.
Thank you. Thanks. Really appreciate that. So UFC 302. I'm kind of just gonna we're gonna do like the entire main card for predictions, and then we're probably gonna end up doing Cesar Almeida versus Roman Kopylov and Jehilton Almeida versus Alexander Romanov, and we're probably going to just leave the rest of them to float in the ether.
Mickey Gal.
There were some really good fights that were canceled on this card, but all the fights that we still have are pretty awesome fights. They actually just took Jehilton Almeida off the main card. What do they have against this guy? They put him and Curtis Blades on the prelims of 300, right? Like,
Yeah,
of 299.
Yeah.
Like, this guy deserves to be on the main card. He has one bad, like, boring performance against Derek Lewis, and now they bury him. They put Nico Price versus Alex Morano on the main card and kept Jehilton Almeida off the main card.
I need Almeida on the main card.
Yeah, you do. You
like
also have
yeah.
Almeida drafted and Kopylov drafted.
Definitely need Kopylov as well. Yeah.
But, yeah, so, hey, just because you have them drafted doesn't mean you have to pick them.
Doesn't mean I have to. No.
So we're probably going to jump into the predictions now. We're going to do it a different way than we normally do. We're going to write it down on our boards and then flip them all at the same time. And so this way there's no one picking guys that like, if I give an example and then someone goes, oh, well, I think that's going to happen now. No more of that. We're flipping our boards. We're doing it. You're not still champ. It's not true. So, and then we'll just go around after we flip our boards and give why we think that person's going to win, what round, stuff like that, knockout, sub. We'll give our opinions on it. So, first off on the card of our predictions, we're going to start with Jehilton Almeida versus Alexander Romanov. No need to do spelling, just put J-A or A-R. So,
Thank God.
yeah, we'll put our predictions down. Jake has actually been very high on Alexander Romanov before, but kind of sold you one time, didn't he?
Yeah, too many Doritos pre-fight.
Yeah, really.
He was busting whoever he was fighting.
He was doing so
and
good.
The
in
third
his,
round, he was just like
yeah, he
Caught up to
breathing
him
like
quick,
a dog,
yeah.
bro.
But so we all got our predictions written down. All right, we can flip it. I got Jehilton Almeida.
Same thing over
Jehilton Almeida.
Round 2, knockout.
You got Almeida.
Yeah.
All right, we all got Jehilton Almeida for that one. That was a pretty easy one, so that really doesn't matter. But yeah,
Nobody loses.
I think Jehilton Almeida either by decision or maybe like submission first round. He's probably going to do what he does to most people, just run at him, take him down, and just pin him down. Anyone think it's going to go any other way? Yeah, no.
No, that's kind of how I see it going. Yeah,
It's Jilton Almeida. He's gonna try and grapple fuck the person, no matter who it is.
I need him to really like drag it out though.
Yeah,
Like drag it out for 2 rounds, maybe 3.
Yeah.
he got
Don't get crazy
9
though. But
he got 9 takedowns against Curtis Blades and still lost. And I think it ended in like the second round, and he got 9 takedowns all in the first. So
it might be boring if he does that, but I'm down.
You need a lot of
I need a
points
lot.
with him. You need a lot of points.
Honestly, make it as boring as possible. Make it
really.
as boring as possible. That's fine with me.
So moving up the card, we got Cesar Almeida versus Roman Kopylov, another guy that Matt really needs to win. But Cesar Almeida is the guy that has beaten Alex Pereira in kickboxing. He's 5-0 right now. Got taken down a lot on his Dana White Contender Series matchup, but still managed to pull out the win. And Roman Kopylov he's kind of a striker too, which kind of scares me. But we'll put down our picks and then we'll talk more about it. All right.
Yeah, I'm already locked.
We're locked. We're locked.
Yeah.
All right. All right. We can flip. I got Cesar Almeida.
I do too.
Roman Kopylov, Almeida, and Almeida. Okay, so we
All
were
right,
split
wow.
here. 2 for I could see Kopylov submitting Almeida. I could see him submitting him pretty easily too.
Great minds think alike.
But I put Cesar Almeida. You guys put Kopylov. We put Cesar Almeida.
Casual take by Justin.
Okay, well, we'll see about that. But Roman Kopylov, very good kickboxer, very good grappler. Cesar Almeida, world-class kickboxer. Like, literally has beaten Alex Pereira. That's a feather.
Almost.
Yeah, that's a feather in anyone's cap. That basically means, I'm world champ. If you've beaten Alex Pereira at this point, that means, I'm a world champ. So, but yeah, so that fight is going to probably be pretty interesting. It's another fight that Matt needs Kopylov to win.
I like him. He's flashy too. You never know what he's gonna do. So
Yeah, really. That head kick that he hit
that was
like
nasty.
2 fights
That
ago.
was nasty.
Nasty. He got submitted in his last fight by what's his name? The guy fighting
yeah,
Daniel Rodriguez soon.
I forgot his name.
Fluffy Hernandez.
Yeah.
I don't think he's fighting. No, yeah, Fluffy Hernandez. That's the guy.
Disappointing.
This guy's name is like 10 years long.
Yeah, really.
Versus Randy Brown.
He's looking at our next fight, which we'll jump into now. We got Randy Brown versus, I'm just gonna say Zaleski dos Santos. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Aluzu. I'm not even gonna try it. Zaleski dos Santos.
Yeah, can I get a record check on those guys?
Randy Brown is 18-5. Zaleski dos Santos is 24-7-1. So Zaleski dos Santos, his number one thing is that he's knocked out Sean Strickland with a heel kick. Like a spinning heel kick.
Yep.
Randy Brown he's pretty good. I mean, he's taken some bad losses to guys like JDM. But
Recently?
Yeah, like he lost to JDM Jack Della Maddalena 2022. But other than that, he knocked out a guy that has actually beaten Zaleski dos Santos recently.
Oh, word.
But hey, MMA math doesn't work like that though. I'm just throwing it out there, but I think I know. I think I know.
Trust the expert.
All right. You got yours down. All right, we can flip. I got
my boy Randy Brown.
I got Randy Brown. He went for Zaleski dos Santos.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Hey, that's a fair pick. I don't know much about Zaleski dos Santos.
You're about to find out though.
Yeah, he hasn't fought much recently since we started watching.
Should be fun. Got a lot on the line now. We got a bunch of random.
Yeah,
picks
we do
going
have
on
a
here,
bunch
yeah.
of
All
randoms.
different.
So this is going to be very interesting on who wins my belt.
We have the same amount of points going right now. 'Cause
Who
winner
you-
or loss,
Remember,
we have
I am
same
the
amount of
interim
points.
champ. I am the
got the
interim
same
champ.
picks.
You won the belt by
You're not interim
by a
champ.
fake decision. You need to review it. Listen, it was an 8-5. It was 8-5.
Everyone go back and watch episode 8 of the Hardcore and the Casual MMA podcast, and you will see.
Bro, it was
that
an
I beat-
8-8. You had 2 disqualifying rounds. If you had 10 points, 2 disqualifying rounds, I had 8. 8-8 and a 5-5.
Quit hitting the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. I'm just gonna ignore what he said because it's all crazy talk. I got 20 points and you got 16 points. So that's how that worked. I retained my title. But we're gonna move up now. We're gonna go. We're gonna go Nico
It was
Price.
an 8-8
Okay,
round.
whatever you say. We had this argument last week. Go back and watch the podcast from last week if you want to know what happened.
And Brock Lesnar was also the last world heavyweight champion.
Yeah. So now we got Nico Price versus Brock Lesnar. No. we've got Nico Price versus Alex Moreno. Moreno's like one biggest accomplishment is submitting Cowboy Cerrone in Cerrone's retirement match, which was his 7th fight on his losing streak.
Yeah.
And then Nico Price in his last fight got knocked out by Robbie Lawler. 15-7 for Nico Price with 2 no contests. Alex Moreno 24-9 with 1 no contest. You should get like 5 points if you put down that the fight's going to be a no contest and then get the no contest.
Yeah.
That's like 5 points.
Nice little bonus to it.
But
Novelty bet.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I know. I'm just now realizing.
Or offset or no?
I'm just now realizing I'm just going for the left side.
Yeah, I did too.
This
That's
might
why
be
I
the
switched.
best, like, I guess,
Random.
most, yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is very random right now. So we can flip right now. I got Nico Price. Nico Price. Who do you have?
Alex Moreno.
He's got it Moreno.
Moreno as
You
well.
have Moreno. All right, so we're
Very
very
offset.
split now. We're
Very
very split. But yeah, I think Alex Moreno by sub or Nico Price by knockout. But I'm going Nico Price by knockout. Knockout.
All
Do you
day.
guys think Moreno by sub or do you think Moreno?
Moreno by no contest.
That's not how it works, but okay. You got any opinion? Or you have no clue who either of these guys are?
Moreno by spinning heel kick to the jaw, elbow to the forehead, and a guillotine to finish.
If he gets that right, Jake wins the title automatically.
I'm in.
If that happens,
We have a recording.
yeah, we have a recording of it. Jake gets the
Get on
title
DraftKings
automatically.
quick.
Dude.
Your whole setup right here is so bootleg compared to ours.
I know.
You get
I have a
pen
Sharpie and a piece of paper.
and a handheld microphone.
Yeah.
No, that's what you get for coming on one time.
I get everything wrong.
Yeah, this is Jake's debut too. So on the MMA podcast,
You
he
know-
is
you know
he is
what?
also the pro wrestling champion over here. So
Yeah.
You know what?
Looking to double champ.
Yeah, double
Yeah,
champ.
what you get.
Be the second double champ in history, breaking his record.
that is true.
Yeah.
That well, no,
You're a double champ
I'm a
with no
double-
defenses.
No, I'm a double champ. Get that right.
with
I'm
no
a,
defenses.
no. I've defended my title. I defended my title against you when I won the quiz last week.
No.
Do you not remember
that was
that?
a split decision
No,
controversy.
it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Decision.
I got 20 points. You got 16. That's
I
not
also
how it
just entered the league. I'm a rookie, so.
Yeah, you are a rookie.
Put a big R next to it.
You're coming from the USFL into the NFL now.
No, it's the other way around. The real man sport is WWE.
That's a fact. don't say that on here. You're gonna get a lot of people pissed off at that one. He's joking, guys. It's called a joke. I don't know if you've ever heard of it
I'm
before.
not-
It's
I'm
called
not joking.
Okay.
I'm not. All right.
Well, WWE they use chairs, ladders, and tables.
Exactly.
Exactly. All right. So moving up, Kevin Holland versus Michael Olajaychek.
Mike Olabuchek. Shout out the Buchek boys.
Mikal Olajaychek. I think it's Mikal. I think that's how you pronounce it. Mikal.
Mikal.
Yeah,
He's a Polish motherfucker.
I'm in.
That's all I needed to say to get Jake in. So he's
fighting
basically
Kevin Holland,
he's
though.
fighting Kevin Holland. So Kevin Holland and Michael Olajaychek have the same problem. They lose to all the top guys.
Ooh, so
Like
this is
all the top guys in the division they've lost to. The only reason why Kevin Holland is more notable is because he's funnier. Other than that, they've had very similar careers.
this is like the Cowboys and the Dolphins going head to head.
Sure. I don't watch football. I don't know. But I really don't know. I feel like Olajaychek could pull it off, but I think I know who I'm
Record
going
check.
with.
Records?
Yeah, 25-11 and 1 no contest for Kevin Holland, 19-7 and 1 no contest for Olajaychek. Those are a lot of losses on both guys' records, but I think I know who I'm going with. So,
I'm locked in.
all right, flip. Kevin Holland.
I got Kevin Holland.
Everyone's got Kevin Holland.
I've got a parlay with a unanimous decision as well.
All right. I don't know if we're doing all that, but
I just had to add it,
yeah. I mean, you could throw it out there.
when it hits, yeah.
That's a crazy pick, though. Kevin Holland by unanimous decision is a crazy pick.
It's going to happen.
I think it's Kevin Holland by knockout. Come on.
I don't know. If they have the problem beating
Maybe
the top
sub.
guys, they're just going to...
Kevin Holland is a finisher. I don't even know if Kevin Holland has one by decision.
Well,
That changes his answer.
no. If he hasn't, he's about to on Saturday
That'd be
night,
an even
so-
higher. Like,
Oh, yeah.
we got to check out the betting lines on that after.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so we can now move up. Co-main event of the evening: Sean Strickland versus Paulo Costa. Sean Strickland 28-6. Paulo Costa 14-3. Paulo Costa,
nice.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Paulo Costa has 0 wins over anyone inside of the UFC. So if he wins this, he'll finally have a win over someone in the UFC, and it'll be the number 1 guy in the world. Paulo Costa has 3 losses: Marvin Vettori, Izzy, and who's the last guy? It just happened. Oh, Whitaker. So he's lost to those 3. Strickland has had a couple losses recently. Alex Pereira, Jared Cannonier, DDP. So those are some top guys to lose to. But yeah, I think I know who I'm going with.
I'm locked in.
Everyone locked? It's not locked yet.
Oh, it's definitely a lot.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Sean Strickland.
America.
All right, everyone went with Sean Strickland. I think Sean Strickland's probably just going to keep him at range, piece him up from the outside.
Yeah.
Paulo Costa has shown that his boxing is only really effective when he gets on the inside.
He uses his brute strength more, you know?
Exactly, and for Strickland, who uses the jab a lot, that brute strength is going to be real hard to play a role when he's literally getting pieced up with a jab every time he tries to enter the pocket. So
It was a tough pick for me because, like you said, Costa. You never know what's gonna happen in a Costa fight.
yeah,
But I just got Strickland because he's more technical. So
we've also seen Strickland get knocked out by a wheel kick by Zaleski dos Santos, who's also on this card, and Paulo Costa hit a mean wheel kick on Robert Whitaker last time.
Whitaker was on a cargo ship, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I see Strickland being able to recognize that. Like, he's probably worked on that a lot since getting knocked out by Zaleski. So, yeah, I think Strickland's pretty much a lock for all of us.
I'm locked in on Strickland. Yeah.
So we can move up to the main event where we've got a lot to talk about. We'll put in our picks first, and then we'll give all of the stats and everything, and the curses and everything that's going to play a role in this. Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier.
This is gonna be the most split main event I believe of all time.
We'll see.
And this is our last pick, right?
Yes, last pick. All right, I'm locked in.
It's gonna take me a minute.
Okay.
Boo. Boo. Traitor. You traitors.
Oh shit. Everyone locked?
Locked in.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Islam Makhachev.
Dustin
DP,
Poirier.
baby.
Okay.
DP, baby.
Matt and I got
DP.
Islam. Elijah and Jake have Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
Yeah,
So
buddy.
just to give a few things. So every fight that Paulo Costa has been in, where he's on a UFC card, there has been an and new on that night. Every time. Paulo Costa has never seen the main event of one of his cards that he's on say end still, other than the one that he lost himself to Izzy. Mm-hmm. And even on that card, there was an end new with Jan Blachowicz beating Dominic Reyes. So that's a stat. What was the other stat that there was?
Dustin is 6-0 in June.
6-0 in June. But then there's the other stat, which seems a little more logical, which is the fact that no one over 35 has ever won a belt under the lightweight division.
Pressure makes diamonds, baby, and he's El Diamante.
If that's your opinion, that's fine.
You got to understand the story that's at hand. You know, you got this guy, Islam, the prodigy, coming at one of Khabib's former opponents. We're talking about a guy who has numerous of championship experience, a guy who's fought and beaten, lost to Conor McGregor, fought to Chandler, fought Oliveira. He's beaten these guys. He's beaten the newcomers. This is his time to make his story fulfilled. And I think you're doubting him. And I think as a casual, you need to back up.
You know, I view this. I really do think this is a Cody Rhodes scenario. He's got to finish his story.
They've been saying
He's
that
gotta
actually.
finish his story.
That's literally what they've been saying. They've been saying
Bro,
finish the story.
He wins this fight, he could go sip pina coladas. What else does he have to do?
Fight
This
Justin
is it.
Gaethje. He needs if
Justin Gaethje just got knocked out.
I
That
don't
makes
care.
no sense.
I don't care. If Dustin Poirier beats Islam Makhachev, he needs to give the rematch to Justin Gaethje because Justin Gaethje just knocked out Dustin Poirier last year. It doesn't sit well
But
with
they already
me.
fought each other.
It doesn't sit well with me, a champion who just got knocked out, who has the person who knocked them out still highly ranked in that division. It was different with Sean Strickland getting knocked out with Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira moved up to light heavyweight, and then Strickland won the title. So that didn't make me upset. The fact that Justin Gaethje didn't get his title fight and Dustin Poirier is getting one instead makes me bodily upset. Because Justin Gaethje deserves a title fight more than Dustin Poirier does.
What if, people are saying if Gaethje didn't take the fight against Holloway, he's obviously first in line. You agree?
I would have agreed.
So should he have taken the fight, you think?
I don't think that it was smart.
I think.
I don't think it was smart, but he probably got paid more to fight Max Holloway on 300 than to wait an extra 2 months for Islam in June. But at the same time, I respect taking the Max fight, and I think that Max versus Poirier would be a fun fight if Poirier wins. But you need to go for the trilogy because Justin just knocked out Poirier, which means that Justin Gaethje has a claim as the best fighter at lightweight if Poirier wins.
It's true.
He could still say, I'm the best fighter in this division because I just knocked you out. Like 2 fights ago, you were eating my shin. So how are you the best fighter in this division if I just knocked you out?
Yeah.
So I think they need to go for the third if Dustin wins, but it sounds like Dustin's going to retire, whether he wins or not, which makes me bodily upset. So I'm going with Islam because it's just the more logical thing. Poirier's going to jump a gilly. He's never gotten the gilly in his life. And then he's going to get submitted on the ground because he's going to pull guillotine.
It does feel like his last dance, doesn't it?
It does.
I feel like the guillotine will work this time.
That would
I
be the
can't see
finish
Dustin
the story
losing.
moment.
That would be crazy.
That would be the craziest thing ever if Dustin Poirier wins the title with a guillotine over Islam Makhachev.
You have to retire at that point for sure.
Yeah. No, you'd have to call it a career, but at the same
Cinderella.
time, that still just doesn't sit well with me that he'd be undisputed champion a year after getting knocked out by Justin Gaethje, who still hasn't gotten that opportunity since losing to Oliveira and Habib.
It's been a
Same
year
as
since
Poirier.
then?
It's been a year. Less than a year. It's been like 10 months since that happened.
Well, to be fair, they both did have fights, and Dustin did beat Bernard Saint Denis, so it's not like he didn't earn
But
it.
he's not on that level of a Max Holloway who Gaethje lost to. There's levels to this game.
He's
And
ranked in the high top 10.
No, I think he's ranked outside of the top 10. I think
He's number
ranked,
7.
I'm pretty sure that he's ranked like 9th or maybe 11th, around that area.
What, of
'Cause
all
he-
contenders?
Yeah, out of the lightweight contenders.
Oh, strictly lightweight.
No, I'm talking about Benoit Saint Denis. Poirier is number 4, which also doesn't sit well with me. The fact that there's 3 guys above him.
Wait, Poirier's 34?
No, he's 35. He's 4th ranked. But 30-8 versus Islam's 25-1. But Islam has been knocked out before by a check left hook or a check right hook.
Yeah.
Which that's scary too because that's Dustin Poirier's best move, is that check right hook.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyone else have anything to add to this?
So if he retires after the win, he's just gonna like vacate it.
Yeah, I think he would just vacate it, and
You
they'd
do that?
probably do Islam versus Arman eventually, probably in Abu Dhabi for the new undisputed title.
Think about the principles, though. It's like Islam hasn't defended his belt against a lightweight. It's been Volk.
Well, he tried to, but that wasn't his fault that Charles Oliveira got injured and then Volk had to come up.
And
That's not his fault.
And I'm not putting that against him, but is he ready to make that jump again? Because this is a whole different sized opponent.
But we have to remember that he easily dispatched of Charles Oliveira when he won the belt.
And you can say because Dustin Poirier is taller and has a better striking game and has had a striking match with not only Conor McGregor, you can say that his striking is way out the ball game against Islam's. You can't put that aside.
That's fine, and I do believe that this is the best striker that Islam has faced, but it really doesn't matter if Poirier gets taken down. Like, then it gets completely nullified. Because Islam said in the press conference, like, yeah, I might go out there and try to box you, but I also know the easiest way to beat you is to just take you down and submit you. Probably rear naked choke you. So he
negates the striking.
So he sees that Poirier's hitting him up.
Mm.
He shoots for a double leg, and then what?
I see how you're seeing the fight, but these is one of those once in a lifetime fights where if the moment is made, you have to see it through that lens while it's happening. Like no matter what, even though Islam is clearly might become the winner, you gotta look at that lens like, man, I hope Poirier can make this his story. Like
But
that
I
lens
don't.
right there just kind of magnifies whatever he does and whatever with the crowd's going on. You feel what I'm saying?
And I also hope that this fight will not go Poirier's way for decision. If this fight goes to decision, Islam's winning.
Absolutely.
I don't see any way that Poirier wins by decision. He needs to either get the gilly or knock him out. But I hope that the crowd doesn't sway the judges into starting to score these rounds for Poirier if Islam's clearly winning them. But I don't know. I think I'm going with Islam by like Kimura in round number 2. Like just some random shit like that. He's gonna catch Poirier in a bad position and then just lock something up, and Poirier's just not gonna be able to escape. And we've seen that Poirier got beat up by Benoit Saint Denis in the first round on the ground by a wrestler who's more than likely not the wrestler that Islam is.
And he pulled the knockout because Bernard Saint Denis made a mistake.
But Islam's more than likely not going to make the same mistake as a guy who's had 5 fights in the UFC.
Now, what I do
He's a world
think
champion.
plays a factor in is the new gloves.
Which I hate. We'll talk about these for a minute now. Go ahead and finish your statement. I hate these gloves though.
I don't know if they're gonna like affect them. I know it's like harder to close.
Well, are they heavier or lighter?
They're lighter. They're one ounce lighter now.
And they create more cuts.
I
So
think they
hurt
went
more.
from 4 ounce to now being 3 ounces.
That's going
They
forward.
Islam has said that they've been breaking a lot on him, like he needed a new set of gloves during training.
Islam by KO.
The gold is ugly. Go back to the black color. The gold looks so bad. It looks like piss color. And then, not to mention, now you've just put grapplers in the worst position because now these gloves make it so your hands stay closed. Grapplers need their hands to try and lock on to their own hands to try and grab people's arms and stuff. You're now putting grapplers at a disadvantage compared to strikers.
50-50. 50-50.
Islam literally said it's difficult to open your hand in these gloves. And that's great and all to avoid eye pokes, but now you're making wrestlers relearn everything they know about having to control an opponent.
But think about the guy defending the control. How can he move? Because now his hands are affected in the same way.
True, but then there's a difference between trying to post and get back up and literally trying to grab hold of someone's arm or wrist while not being able to fully open your hand.
Well, the fight game is all about imposing your will on the opponent to win the championship.
Yes, and now you have an obstacle in the way of doing that. We'll have to see how much it really affects it.
I don't think it's going to affect it that much.
Because Islam said that
Islam's
he's
going to go out there and he's going to do what he's going to do.
Yeah, he said that he's had problems with trying to open his hands in the gloves, which makes it seem like those gloves are a little too tight.
Is he playing games though? I don't know.
That's possible too.
Giving Poirier, you got a shot, buddy. Not happening.
So another topic that I want to bring up and talk about is, let's say Conor McGregor wins next month against Chandler, and Poirier wins on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Does Conor versus Poirier 4 happen?
Absolutely.
Because Poirier did say that he doesn't have an interest in it, but that's him saying it now before he's the champion of the world.
And before he looks at that, money involved.
And title fight and Conor fight
Yeah.
equals biggest paycheck of Dustin Poirier's career.
And he's got to feel confident in that. I mean, he's beat him the last
And
two
he's
times.
A-side.
Uh-huh.
So,
Come on.
Whether he gets knocked
Dana
out
would
or
eat that
loses.
up.
but then the problem is, does Conor McGregor make the weight?
We'll have to see how the Chandler one goes, I guess, first.
Well, that's at 170. That's not
Yeah.
even at 155.
Let's see how he looks though at 170.
Well, yeah, because if he's way too big, I don't know if he's going to be able to make it back down to 155.
Yeah.
But if you stay regimented enough, but then I've seen him partying recently.
Yeah, he was partying pretty hard, it looked like.
Yeah, I keep on seeing memes of like Chandler just going hard in the gym, just real hard, and then it just cuts to Conor just going in the.
When
fight.
have
I've
you ever
literally
seen a
been on Instagram.
crackhead lose a fight?
You're right. John Jones wins all the time.
That's
Um,
okay.
Whack is whack.
You just gonna sit quietly over here, or you gonna throw something in? No, you're locked in. You're ready to just.
I'm
win.
Watch
just
someone
ready
the
for
title.
I'm just ready for 302. I just want to watch
Yeah,
it.
right? Sweet.
You're ready
to
for
watch.
double champ status.
Yeah. I mean,
So
hopefully.
anyone else have anything to add? We've run down the whole list, so.
You said the gloves are gold color now?
Oh, no.
Did it stop?
What happened?
It stopped.
All right, so the audio cut out, so you guys might have just gotten a lot of bad quality audio for a little while. I don't think it was that long, but we're back now, full audio. Should have been checking that. Should have had this pulled up on my screen to make sure that didn't happen, but oh well. You know, we only have 100 subscribers. What are you gonna do? Like, you know, we just started this thing.
Exactly.
We're gonna run into some technical difficulties. Sucks that it's on our 100 subscriber special, but
Shit happens, man.
You only got like 5 minutes of weird audio, and we're back now. So, but I don't remember what we were talking about. So
The gloves.
yeah, the gloves.
Yeah.
The fact that the gloves suck. Yeah, no, I really don't have much else to say about it. They just fucking suck. So.
Oh, if Sean Strickland wins this fight, does that put him back at another title shot?
Izzy and DDP is probably going to be happening in Australia at I think 305.
I think it's gonna be Chimaev, man.
Chimaev's fighting Whitaker in like 3 weeks.
Ooh.
There's no way he makes it by August. That'd be 2 months to prepare for the title fight, and we don't know how much damage he's going to take in the Whitaker fight. So I think it's Izzy versus DDP, and it's in Australia where Izzy's from. He's from that New Zealand, but like whatever, same difference, Oceania. So yeah, it looks like DDP versus Izzy in Australia. So I don't think Strickland gets the title fight yet, but I do think that if he wins this, he fights the winner of DDP versus Izzy. Whoever it is, whoever wins, he'll get the winner either way, and there'll be history either way with both guys. So
Makes sense.
I want DDP versus Strickland again though. So I kind of hope DDP dog walks Izzy, but I don't think he does. I don't think he does.
MMA math never makes sense.
Yeah, no, it never does. And Izzy's gonna come more prepared, more than what he was for
He's
Strickland.
had some time off.
Yeah. I really think that he didn't take Strickland serious enough.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of just looked right past him, and he shouldn't have. But yeah. So anyone got anything else to add?
No.
You saw Dustin shorts?
Oh yeah, you got
He's
the
got
floral
the
shirts.
Floral shorts, yeah.
Yeah, like the Pereira ones that Pereira wore.
Yeah, and like Holloway wore.
Yeah. So
2 winners, 2 floral shorts. I have Islam, but I mean that's another stat to add in there, no? A bunch of dumbass stats. Anyways.
yeah, a bunch of stats that really don't mean shit.
With the puncher's gloves?
Man, you know what?
Nah, yeah, we're locked. We're locked in on our predictions. Jake, you got anything else to add?
To add to what?
To this? You wanna actually add something?
No, I
to
thought
the
you
pod?
meant add to what I've said,
No.
but there's no adding. If
Yeah,
I didn't
no.
say much.
All right.
I don't know. I just say Islam K. You know, go home.
Okay.
I'm with him.
Take a hard look in the mirror. Maybe shave your beard. Something, bro.
Whatever you say, Islam's the future and the present, and Islam has the longest title or longest win streak in the UFC right now, and I think it's gonna continue for a long time.
What's wrong with that shit on Chimaev's lip?
I don't know.
The cleft lip?
Is that what it is?
He's got like the little cut in his lip,
Yeah.
Well, I know what you're saying, yeah.
but yeah, no clue.
I think you
Couldn't
received
tell
it
you.
as like a child or something.
We should ask him.
Yeah, go up to him.
I don't want
and
to
ask.
go I don't want to go anywhere near him.
All right, so I think that's enough. Sorry about the audio problem in the middle there, but we got most of it down. So thank you guys for watching the Hardcore and the Casual podcast. That has been Elijah. That has been Matt. This has been Jake. I have been your host, Justin. This title is on the line this Saturday at 3:02, Islam versus Poirier. It's going to be a real fun card. And thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for watching the Hardcore and the Casual podcast. Have a good day, and peace out.
Shooby dooby dooba dooby dooby dooba shooby dooby dooba Perry.
I think that's taken already.